Marcus Aurelius once said, "The first rule is to keep an untroubled spirit. The second is to look things in the face and know them for what they are." But what happens when the thing you need to face is yourself? We spend years pointing at the world, at the people who left us, at the ones who hurt us, at the circumstances that held us back. And sometimes we are right. Life is not always fair. People do fail us. Doors do close without reason. But there comes a moment, a quiet, uncomfortable, undeniable moment, when you have to ask yourself a question most people spend their entire lives avoiding. What if the pattern isn't them? What if the pattern is you? This is not about blame. This is not about shame. This is about something far more powerful than both. This is about awareness. Because here is what nobody tells you. The people who keep appearing in your life, the situations that keep repeating, the pain that never seems to fully leave, they are not random. They are a reflection. Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." And yet, most of us never stop to ask why we react the way we do. Why do we choose the same people? Why do we repeat the same arguments? Why do we sabotage the same opportunities? Not because the world is against us, but because somewhere inside, we are still running a story we were handed long ago. A story that says we are not enough. A story that says we must fight to be seen. A story that says love always comes with conditions. And until we rewrite that story, we will keep living it. I know this because I lived it. I spent years looking outward for answers that were never going to come from outside. I waited for people to change. I waited for circumstances to shift. I waited for someone to finally see my worth and hand it back to me. But nobody can hand you what you haven't yet claimed for yourself. Marcus Aurelius wrote in his private journals, words never meant for the world to read. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. He was an emperor. He had every reason to blame the world. Wars, betrayal, loss, plague. And still, he turned the lens inward, not to punish himself, but to know himself. That is the difference. Self-awareness is not self-destruction. It is self-liberation. So today, I want to ask you something. Not to make you feel guilty, not to minimize what you have been through. Because your pain is real. What happened to you was real. But I want to ask, where in your life are you still waiting for someone else to change so that you can finally be okay? Where are you still giving your peace away to people and situations you cannot control? Where are you still living someone else's story instead of writing your own? Because the moment you stop waiting is the moment everything begins to shift. Not because the world suddenly becomes kinder, but because you stop needing it to. Khalil Gibran once wrote, "Your pain is the breaking of the shell that encloses your understanding." They say the truth hurts, and they are right. But what hurts more is spending your entire life avoiding it. The hardest pill to swallow is always the one that heals you. So swallow it, face it, and rise from it. Nobody said the truth would be easy. Nobody said it would feel good going down. But a hard pill swallowed with courage is worth more than 1,000 comfortable lies. The truth will cost you your excuses and give you back your life. That is the trade, and it is always worth it. That is what we do here. Welcome to Undaunted Truth.